Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to today's video. For those of you who are new, this may be your first time coming across my channel, watching one of my videos, which means you are probably not yet subscribed. Welcome, my name is Tyler with an O, and for those of you who are already my people, already subscribed and are just returning for another video, welcome on back. I don't know, I was feeling a little creative, so I was like, I want to, oh shit. I was just feeling like really creative today, and I wanted to like, you know, do some makeup and do some creative shit and film some videos. I feel like I've just been so busy.
I've been so busy.
No, but for real, I do feel like I've just been so busy that it's hard to just kind of like find time to sit still sometimes. I don't know. So what have I been busy doing? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Let me go ahead and slide her back. You know how they talk about like, you know, make sure you take the time to like actually stop and smell the roses. You know, like it's hard for you to see or acknowledge sometimes that we're actually doing the things that we said we wanted to do, or we're actually like living the life that at one point we kind of wished for. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get like way ahead of myself in saying this, but I'm just, all that to say, I have been kind of like, you know, trying to take time to smell the flowers, to smell the roses some days. Y'all, I have been like really like doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels good. Like I've really been out here just like being very creative. So far, like being out here in Houston, I've met like some really dope people. And I won't say a lot, but there's very few people that I have like kind of gotten close with, and they are just like super dope. And that's like more than I could have even wished for, you know, like moving out here. Yeah, I had intentions of like meeting new people and making new friends, but of course I didn't really have like a gauge of when or how that would happen, what it would look like, who these people are going to be, what our similarities would be, what is it that we're going to bond over, you know, like what parts of me are people going to connect with or not connect with, like, you know, what is people's first impression of me going to be, all of those things. Like it was just like, I don't know, so exciting. That's another thing. I'm actively trying to stop saying like so damn much because it is so annoying. But anyways, I'm trying this concealer. I'm not gonna say I'm trying it. I just bought this concealer. This is actually an e.l.f. concealer, and I bought it, and so I have used it once, but when I used it, it was for like a little daytime beat where I would normally just put like a little dot of concealer under my eyes, be able to blend it out, and it looks like, you know, just like my complexion is like tea. I did this dot under both eyes, blended it out. This concealer spread so far and it was so bright. So like right now, I've never used this much of the concealer, and I don't even feel like this is a lot, but I guarantee you this concealer is about to, like, this is so much. And this is a bright color. This is a very bright shade of concealer. If I'm looking over here, it's because I moved my monitor over to the side, which I don't really like that. Usually I like to keep it towards the camera so I can look at the monitor but still look like I'm looking for, you know, everything like that, but girl. Anyways, let me get back to the subject. Actually, before I get back to the subject, another thing I've been doing is blending out my concealer with a brush. And when I tell you it has changed my life, y'all know I'm usually one with the sponge and I'll go ahead and blend. No, I started using like it's a flat brush. This is a Morphe E7 brush. It's just like a very like dense, flat. Y'all hear that? Like the brush is like dense, but I don't know, it just, when I use it, I like dab the concealer, and it's probably gonna look a little crazy, but I do plan to do like full face, full glam, so this bright of a concealer is probably going to work. Look at that. But look at the way it just blends, and that was just me dabbing. I didn't even do any major blending, and it's already like creating such a like nice little blend. One of the things that I'm really appreciating right now is you can like say in your mind that I am this type of person and these are my interests and this is what I'm into, but I think it's more telling of the type of person that you give off by the type of people you attract. And I'm really seeing that. So I have like a few friends or whatever. One of my friends, y'all know Vic, he actually, you know, lived in Vegas with me, and that's where I met him. So I knew him prior to moving out here. But through him, I have met like, you know, a few new friends or whatever, and some people who are just kind of more like acquaintances. But then there's people now where it's just like, I consider them my friends. Like, I hang out with them outside of our mutual friends, and just the two of us will hang out and we have common interests and do things together, and like, it's just so cool. I don't know, it's just so cool to watch the process of like making friends and to be able to reflect on it in the moment and kind of just like walk through how this happened, how we got here. Why are we friends? What do I like about this person? What does this person like about me? Also, there's like not a reinventing, but like in moving here from another place, it was very much a thing for me, like where it's like, okay, going forward, any new relationships, whether they be platonic, friendly, romantic, whatever, I am just going to be myself. Of course, I always was trying to be myself before, but you know, there were just times where you would kind of bend and suppress and dim your light a little bit to make other people more comfortable, I guess, or to be more palatable to people, to be more likable. And I had that in my mind that when I move to Houston and start, you know, socializing, I am going to be very true to myself. I want people to get the first impression of me how I already am, so there could be no other expectation going forward. And I kind of touched on this in my little work from home chit chat video I did the other day, where it's just about like having people like you for you, you know. It's just cool now to be starting fresh and starting new, and to be able to sit back and acknowledge it in the process as it's happening. And so with that being said, since I've been out here, it's really just been a really cool opportunity, not only for me to get to know myself, but to get to know myself kind of through the eyes of other people who are experiencing me. Anyway, so before I got off topic, I was saying how I just been doing a lot lately, and I'm like doing the things that I said, not anything specific to Houston, but I said like I wanted to start doing. And my, you know, going forward in my life, I want to start X, Y, and Z. And I'm like doing X, Y, and Z. I'm truly like really kind of doing things, no matter how big or small, that genuinely make me happy. I'm doing things for no other reason than the fact that I just wanted to do them. And I feel like I'm really in the driver's seat. I guess the best way I could describe it is like I'm just using this opportunity to be very intentional with everything that I do going forward. And not intentional as in like structured, or intentional like I'm trying to restrict myself. No, intentional meaning like I'm being picky. Is this something that I want? Is this something that is going to make me happy? What am I sacrificing by doing this thing? And I don't mean like my time or my money or whatever, but like as far as like my mental, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it stressing me out? Do I feel insecure when I'm around this certain crowd of people? When I go to this place, like how does my energy feel like when I get home? Or like, is this a project that I want to take on? Is this going to make me happy? Am I doing this to serve other people, or am I doing this to serve myself? These are the things that like I'm now making sure that's priority to me. These are like my priorities right now, and I just love that for me. And I always think about, you know, how like, you know, birds of a feather flock together type shit. And if that is the case, in the fact that like I am meeting people more authentically than I ever have in the past, I will say the people that I'm flocking together with so far are some really dope ass people with some really dope ass interests. I really don't want to be cheesy, but I've so far met people who have inspired me in ways that I am just so used to inspiring myself. There's such a good feeling to know that like wow, like I am flocking together with this type of person, like this person. And I love everything that they're about, and I love everything that, you know, they stand for, and I like their process and the way that they think, and they have such an interesting perspective and their energy, and like this is such a cool person. But also, this person is flocking to me. Like they might view me in this same way. And I'm being myself. It just sounds corny. Like I feel like in a way I am saying like, hey guys, I'm making friends. Like, but also like, yeah, kinda. And not even just making friends, but even from like a networking standpoint, that's another like major thing that I wanted to start to accomplish and start doing and being more, you know, active with, is networking and just really showing people what I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying? Especially as just like a creative and artistically and everything, like letting people know like where my head is and what I can do, and having people associate these talents or this whatever with me. At this point I'm rambling, but all in all, I've just been very, very happy lately. And not to say like I haven't been sad, like I have been, you know, I do get lonely some days, I do get sad, I do be down, I do get frustrated, you know, I get hella bored and wish I could be doing more, wish I had, you know, more people to talk to or friends to come over and like hang out with me and stuff, or, you know, just whatever. So there are some days where I do think about that kind of stuff. But for the most part, I'm just out here really doing all of the things that I said that I wanted to do. I'm really out here just like experiencing, I'm creating, I'm working, you know, multiple streams of income, working on shit like that. Things that don't make me money but just bring me happiness. I'm doing all of that. I'm trying new foods, I'm seeing new things, I'm meeting new people, I'm learning. It's just like, this is so great, you know, like this is just so great, and I'm just very happy that I made this decision. I'm happy that I'm at this point in my life. I'm happy that I made the decisions that I have made thus far to be where I am. Yeah, I could have made different decisions and I could have been somewhere else and somewhere further and somewhere better or somewhere, you know, but also I'm just grateful that I'm taking steps in the right direction, and it's very apparent, like it's very visible. I can see it every day. Let me go ahead and set. Now I am going to do a full beats, full glam, shadows and everything like I said. But girl, you just gonna have to stay tuned, sweetie, because I want to talk about something. Also, one thing that I have really loved doing is going live on TikTok. Like I go live on Instagram. I went live on TikTok and we was just like vibing. We was able to play music over there. That's something you can't do on Instagram Live. So we was playing music. We were actually doing makeup. I was getting ready for a photo shoot. That was so fun. Oh my God. Follow me on Instagram. All these shameless plugs. But follow me on Instagram if you want to see the photos. I've been out here, girl. We've been doing stuff. And so you got to follow me on Instagram so you can get all the tea. But also follow me on TikTok when we go live because it's so much fun. Like I said, we could play music. They were helping me do my makeup for a photo shoot. And we was just on there for a couple hours like having a good fucking time. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything else you'd like to see here on this channel. And most importantly, make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any more of this Tyler with the No goodness. And I will catch you all on my next video. Peace. You know what? I was trying to keep this mirror out the frame, but I probably should have had it close up so I could see what I was doing. Because it was very far away and I don't even know if I look good. Ooh. Ooh, yes. My concealer is bright. But wait till I put this makeup on, girl. Wait till I put this makeup on.